Steam cleaning has become a popular way to get rid of pests, providing an effective and non-chemical option. By harnessing the power of high temperatures, steam becomes a valuable tool in an integrated pest management strategy. Steam cleaning involves applying hot, pressurized steam to areas infested with pests, including mattresses, furniture, baseboards, cracks, and crevices where these pests tend to hide. The elevated temperature of the steam proves lethal to bugs at all life stages. As the steam makes contact with the pests, the intense heat quickly permeates their bodies, causing cellular damage and ultimately leading to their demise. Let's get straight into how to kill certain types of pests. 1. Bedbugs. Steam can be an effective non-chemical option for homeowners to get rid of bedbugs before an infestation gets out of hand. An adult bedbug needs only about 50 degrees Celsius to be killed. Both adult bedbugs and bedbug eggs will die within seconds at this temperature. Steam forms from water at 100 degrees Celsius, so it's already way over the killing point required to exterminate bedbugs immediately. Steam will kill pretty much any insect at that temperature. To kill bedbugs efficiently, directly apply the steam slowly and evenly. You should also consider what might insulate the insect from having the steam directly applied to it. If you have clothing that you can use a steamer wand on, slowly drag it across like you normally would. If you have certain pieces of furniture that can handle the moisture and temperature, slowly go over the flat planes and focus on crevices and areas where there are bolts and screws, because that's where bedbugs would hide. In terms of time, only a few seconds are needed to directly apply the steam when killing bedbugs. Where it gets trickier is if you have things like a lazy boy recliner or upholstered couch. It might be difficult to get deep enough into the cushions. If the cushions come off, you can separate those areas and get the steam in, or you can get a helper to hold the steam wand for you. Killing bedbugs with steam gets tricky whenever there are deep crevices that the steam can't penetrate into. That's when you might want to fall back on other methods, such as using bedbug traps that mimic the human body. Those will help draw bedbugs out from those areas. In most cases, steam directly applied slowly and evenly to pretty much any surface which can safely have steam applied to it will be effective at helping you kill bedbugs. Obviously, don't apply steam to electronics in your home, as these are sensitive to excess heat and moisture. 2. Fleas. Fleas are remarkably resistant pests, but even they cannot survive in extremely hot conditions. Steam cleaners can raise the temperature of a room very high. Fleas die in temperatures exceeding 35 degrees Celsius, so this is an effective way to wipe out entire flea colonies at once. Steam cleaners take temperatures much higher to ensure that no fleas survive and then reproduce, causing another outbreak. Surface level cleaning is not enough when it comes to flea infestation. For example, vacuuming alone won't do the trick. Yes, you may suck up some of the adult fleas only to have them live in your vacuum's dirt bag, but the larvae and eggs, when nestled nicely into your carpets, will be unaffected. Steam cleaners are designed to go beneath surface level when they clean, effectively extracting dirt and debris from deep within fabrics, floors, and furniture. You need this level of deep cleaning to purge fleas from every corner and crevice of a room, and steam will penetrate all soft materials to ensure that every flea has been killed. Follow these general rules to steam clean properly. Remove all pets and children from the premises when steam cleaning. Steam all your pets' blankets, bedding, and toys. You can also wash them in hot water or dry them at the highest heat setting of your dryer. Scrub and clean the areas where your pet rests and sleeps. You can use a steamer or a strong household cleaner. For the treatment to be effective, steam these areas a few times a week to eliminate newly hatched fleas, eggs, larvae, etc. If you have hardwood floors, test the steamer first to ensure it does not damage the surface. The same is true of delicate linen, rugs, upholstery, and curtains. Pay special attention to cracks and crevices. This is where fleas can lay their eggs. Steam down your bedding, box springs, mattresses, and pillows. Wash all washable items in hot water and bleach detergent. Also steam the windows and blinds. You can also steam the inside of your car, porch, and deck, or other areas where your pet spends time. 3. Dust mites. The steam from a steamer can kill up to 100% of dust mites on contact. Eliminating dust mites eliminates potential triggers of allergies and asthma attacks. Hot steam safely penetrates the surface of bedding, furniture cushions, carpeting, and most other places where dust mites lurk, killing the mites on contact. Bedding is a favorite place for dust mites to live. Strip down all bedding and wash it in hot water and a hot cycle in the dryer. While the bedding is being washed, steam clean all mattresses and pillows thoroughly with your device. Steam clean floors as long as they can take the high temperature, and use a damp mop to pick up any residual dust particles. Dust mites love carpets. Consider replacing it with wood, tile, or laminate flooring. If not, it's best to work through a carpet section by section, roughly 1 square meter at a time. It's also important to work slowly to avoid overworking the fabric. Go over each section a couple of times until you're happy that it looks clean, then move on to the next part. You should start at the furthest corner and work your way out to avoid treading on the freshly steamed carpet. That way you minimize the workload and maximize efficiency. You should also steam clean any fabric in your home, such as drapes, furniture, and rugs. These are all places for dust mites to hide. You can steam clean fabrics where they are, but always do a spot test in an inconspicuous place. Dust everything in your home with a damp cloth to prevent it from becoming airborne. Use your steam cleaner once per week and you'll notice an improvement in allergy symptoms. 4. Moths. Adult female clothes moths will choose a nice, cozy, dark wardrobe to lay their eggs in, because a wardrobe to clothes moths is like an all-inclusive hotel with a 24-hour buffet. Once the eggs hatch, clothes moth larvae feed on the protein keratin, which is found in natural materials like wool, cashmere, silk, and leather. The first thing to do is empty your wardrobe and vacuum inside and, if possible, underneath. Moth eggs can be mixed up among dust, so be sure to get the vacuum in all the cracks and crevices. Then set aside all of the garments made of natural materials and inspect them for moth damage. Next stage is to use a steamer. Steam will kill all of the clothes moth life cycle because insects are sensitive to temperature. Anything above 50 degrees Celsius will cause moths and their eggs to die. Once the steamer's filled with water and heated to the right temperature, glide the steamer up and down the garment, paying attention to the places moths can hide and where garments get dirtiest, such as pockets, cuffs, collars, and underarms. The steam cools quickly once it's expelled from the steamer, so you want the head to be close enough to the material without the steamer plate directly touching, as this may cause damage to the material. Good steamer models include a garment guard. Position the steamer head up against the fabric at a slight angle so the top of the steamer head is pointing down slightly. You need to allow the steam to escape rather than putting the steam directly on the clothes, otherwise you'll get watermarks. There's an knack to steaming, so practice first on basic items before you try your most delicate garments. You could even try a sheet or pillowcase. The steamer can also be used on soft furnishing, so if you fear your moth infestation goes beyond your wardrobe, don't hesitate to use it on your curtains and sofas. Allow the clothes to dry completely before you put them back in the wardrobe. If you're storing them away for the season, place them in bags. 5. Lice. The high steam temperature is lethal to lice and their eggs. Daily use on bedding, cushions, sofas, carpets, armchairs, and clothing that comes into contact with hair will keep the pests at bay. However, using a steam cleaner can be tricky and cause burns, so be sure to read the instructions and take precautions. The basic steps to steam cleaning furnishings to get rid of lice include: fill the cleaner's tank with water, turn on the steamer and let the water heat to the desired temperature. Follow manufacturer's instructions to test an inconspicuous area for resistance to heat and water, discontinuing at any signs of damage. You may need to apply steam to every area for a few minutes to kill lice or nits. Steam cleaning leaves furniture wet for hours, so ventilate the room to help furniture dry and use an air conditioner or heater in humid weather. 6. Carpet beetles. Many people think of carpet beetles as simply a nuisance type of pest. They don't carry the same risk of disease as some other pests, and the damage that they do doesn't seem as threatening as the damage from bugs like termites. However, if you have carpet beetles, they can cause quite a bit of damage in a relatively short period of time. First, while carpet beetles are known for eating carpets, it's not just your carpets that are at risk. These bugs will eat any type of fabric, which means that if you don't get them under control, they can damage clothing, drapes, linens, bedding, and upholstery. You'll most likely be able to get a good look if you spot one in your home. That's because they move slowly. They're small, multicolored, and brown, black, and white, and will also roll over if you touch them. Fortunately, the heat from a steamer will eliminate the beetle, larvae, and eggs that may be in the carpet. Also, steam clean upholstery, drapes, and rugs after cleaning them. If you don't own a steam cleaner, it's worth noting that you may be able to rent one from a local hardware or home improvement store. It's best to steam clean your entire home. It should help you efficiently eliminate all carpet beetles. Pay a lot of attention to the larvae. They're incredibly small and they resemble caterpillars. You might have a harder time noticing them, so you may need to use a magnifying glass for it. Finally, if steam cleaning seems too much hassle to do it yourself, you may want to look into the alternative of using a professional steam cleaning service. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe to Natural Health Remedies, and don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy our next video on how to get rid of pests using Dawn dish soap. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.